I remember the date. It's etched in my mind. 23rd March 2011. I was spending the evening at my friend Vinod and his wife Sushma's place. And as we chatted up and the evening progressed, conversation veered towards their daughter, Alekhya. Alekhya was that cute, naughty, beautiful little girl. Alekhya was a wonderful child. You know, Vidya, Alekhya was such a sweet kid, my sweetheart. She was so full of life. She was always naughty and jumping around with so much energy. Alekhya never complained. She never cried. Even in all pain and misery, Alekhya was. Even when her lungs gave way. You know, with the Alekhya could have been here. I was shocked at Vinod, looking at him with tears of sorrow and helplessness streaming down his cheeks. Alekhya could have been here, Vidya. Had someone said yes to donation. Organ donation. Baron got his chair, fellow Toastmasters and friends. In a country that's driven by mileage in almost every sphere of life, it is perhaps apt to stop and reflect on what Peter Marshall said, that the measure of life is not in its duration, it's in the donation. Welcome to organ donation. I want to spend the next couple of minutes talking to you about organ donation and how we can go about doing it. How many of you have ever donated blood? Excellent. And if you have donated blood in some form, you have participated in organ donation. There's a slight difference though. You don't go and plug out an organ from yourself and pop it into someone else. Organ donation is done when you're not sitting here and we're not looking at you in person. It's done when we look at your garden photo. Whereas blood donation is typically done when you're alive. Meaning, organ donation is done when one person is dead or is no longer alive. And that could mean two things: brain dead or naturally dead, which is when the heart stops beating. It's as simple and plain as that. If it's as simple and plain as that, what do I need to do if I want to donate my organs? Three things. Number one, have sure and deep desire in your heart that you want to donate your organs. Once you have formed that desire, there are a lot of groups, agencies available where you can register and pledge to donate your organs when you no longer need them. That is, when you're no longer alive. One such group is the Mohan Foundation. Simply go to www.mohanfoundation.org, register online, and when you register, what you're just saying is, I pledge to donate my organs when I'm not alive. Once you register, you get a card which you need to carry with you at all times. I don't mean to sound very sorrowful and sad, but let's face it, the reality of life is that it's unpredictable. And therefore, that card with you at all times will enable someone to make a phone call to the Mohan Foundation and say, there is this person who unfortunately no longer alive, just passed away, he or she has pledged to donate his or her organs. Once you pledge, the last thing you do is inform your loved ones of your desire to donate your organs, so that before the last rites are performed, the necessary action is taken. It's as simple, as straightforward as that. If it's so simple and straightforward, it is shocking to note that in this country, which had its first heart transplant in 1994, till date, only about 30 odd heart transplants have been done. Kidney transplants, from 1972 to 2011, we've had only about 21,000. Are we such a healthy country where no one's dying? Most certainly, that's not the case. It's because of misconceptions in people, as is it legal to transplant organs? Of course it is. Transplantation of Human Organs Act 1994, enacted by the Indian government, has legalized organ transplantation. Does my religion allow it? In my search, in my study, no religion bans it. Is it painful? If it's painful, you're not ready to donate those organs yet. You need it. But does it disfigure me? Will you be able to see yourself? And finally, there is a social stigma attached to it that says only people with bad habits, inappropriate habits, need organ transplants. Alekhya was 14 years old when her lungs gave way. She was on an organ wait list for 3 years. Would that kid have inappropriate habits? Anyone can be in need of an organ. I don't want to see another Alekhya in my lifetime. I know there are so many people on the wait list, and there are 3 sides to every wait list. One is that of those people who received organs and are happy. I'm happy for them. The other is for those people who will never receive those organs because they're no longer alive. I can't do anything about that. There are one set of people who are hopeful of organs, and for them, I have pledged to donate my organs. Will you spread some hope? Will you donate your organs? Madam Contestant.